special pricing, and we'd love to get your feedback with all the reviews that I know will flood on in. Come on, let's go over this way. We have around 12 minutes left. We're going to make the most of those 12 minutes. We have a monthly special that we want to share with you, and it's a big one. It's Andrew's CoEnzyme Q10 with D32000 IU. Andrew, the pioneer really in establishing CoQ10 across the United States of America. This formula gives you even more, and when it comes to a sense of well-being or energy, trying to cope with everyday stresses and demands on our body, this is one of those supplements that it's highly recommended. We certainly contemplate every single day. I take Andrew's CoQ10. I know many of you do as well. Let's quickly review the monthly special value. 30 through 360 capsules. Pricing would be on the largest, normally $200. We are under $130. That saves you $70. Andrew, this isn't the standard formula. This is the enhanced formula, correct?
Oh, this is the enhanced formula. I think we still have some CoQ10 200 if someone just wants it without vitamin D. Okay. We have that available as well. Same price. So the 2000 IU of vitamin D3 per capsule, that's just a free bonus of vitamin D3 that you get for the same price as the CoQ10 200. Right. To give you an idea, back in the day when I first introduced CoQ10 in this country, back in 1984, 360 capsules at 200 milligrams would be about a $700 or $800 supply of CoQ10. So if there's one thing that we've accomplished over the decades with CoQ10, and I offered CoQ10 for probably 20 years before it even caught on anywhere else. And even when I first introduced it, all I heard from other companies was criticism, that it was a waste of time, it wasn't an important ingredient. And obviously, that was criticism from business people because it was a waste of time because consumers weren't looking for it. But if they knew anything about science or anything about medicine, they would have realized that CoQ10 is perhaps the most important molecule that we get to control in terms of electron transport within our cells. And that's how we make energy, is electron transport. Also, it's one of the most important molecules we get to control in terms of antioxidant protection. Sort of a protective molecule that all our cells could avail themselves of. So decades ago, it didn't catch on until these other companies looked at it as a business opportunity, not necessarily a health opportunity for their customers. But I got attached to CoQ10 back in 1984. I was actually attached to CoQ10 in the 1970s, wow. But there was no source of CoQ10 in the world until a company in Japan started making CoQ10. And that's where I was able to get CoQ10 originally. And we tested it, we validated it. And in 1984, I rolled out my first CoQ10 product. So that's now, what, 41 years ago. So if there's any company that has more experience with CoQ10 than my company, it's that company in Japan. It's no one else that I'm aware of. The work we had to do to bring CoQ10 into the country, it was not simple, but it's something that I'm glad we pioneered the ingredient, because it's something that I hear about something all the time called NR or NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide or nicotinamide riboside, or they get these NAD IVs or NAD injections. NAD, from a scientific standpoint, sounds like a real compelling story. But from a clinical research standpoint, I just can't get excited. I've been encouraged to offer the ingredient by the folks that make that ingredient. I just haven't found the science to be compelling. And if I ever made the ingredient available, I would only make it available, say, with CoQ10. Because CoQ10 absolutely, positively is critical for that role in terms of cellular metabolism. And if NAD or NR or NMN can potentially assist with it, fine. But as long as you're getting your CoQ10. But as a standalone ingredient, I'm not convinced that all of probably the billions of dollars that's now being invested in NAD and NR and NMN, I'm not convinced that it isn't a waste of money. And that's coming from someone that we could easily be one of the largest sellers in the world of NMN or NR, but I've chosen not to, because I can't offer an ingredient that I'm not scientifically convinced is going to be beneficial. I don't see it as being harmful, but as expensive as it is, I don't see it being worthy of anyone investing in it. at least not at this point.
But that's the standard of excellence that Andrew brings us, right? And I appreciate that more than just, you know, as they say in England, willy-nilly, just putting anything out there. We know that when we buy something from ProCaps, it's going to be the best it can be. I want to make sure everybody understands what we are offering tonight with our monthly special is Andrew's world-famous CoQ10, but with the addition of vitamin D3 at no additional charge. So here's the pricing on the amazing CoQ10 formula. You can see it's $129.90 for 360. Andrew, there is no additional cost to get the addition of vitamin D. That's amazing.
Right, and basically a little more than 30 cents a capsule. And 30 cents a capsule gets you 200 milligrams of coenzyme Q10, which vitamins function as a coenzyme. So coenzyme Q10 is basically, it should be a vitamin. The only reason it's not considered a vitamin is because our body could make a small amount of it. If our body couldn't make CoQ10, it would be technically, I think, among the most important vitamins we could ever contemplate. But because our body's ability to make CoQ10 as we age diminishes, and it also, our levels of CoQ10 become, the requirements for CoQ10 go up with age, our ability to synthesize it go down with age. I think it sort of becomes a vitamin. And again, in each bottle, you're also getting, in addition to the 2000 IU of vitamin D3, you're also getting a separate equivalent of a separate vitamin C and a separate B complex, the most sophisticated B complex you'll find anywhere. So it's really like a mini multivitamin all in one, and that's because CoQ10 works better in the presence of those other ingredients. And again, ultrafine powder, you probably wonder why it's that bright yellow color, and you probably think that bright yellow color is some color we've added. No, that is the beautiful natural color of pure coenzyme Q10. And again, it seems there's little sticky pieces in there. That's because CoQ10 is basically, it's lipid soluble, it's fat soluble, it's a little bit sticky. So when you put it in a capsule, it can get a little bit sticky, but essentially it is an ultrafine powder that immediately dissolves when it enters your stomach.
I would love for you to try CoQ10 because I think it's going to majorly enhance the quality of your everyday life. It did for me on a personal note. And I think people every day go to stores all over America looking for CoQ10. They've heard about CoQ10. If you feel low energy, if it's hard just to battle through the day, try CoQ10. I certainly prefer this versus things like energy drinks or endless cups of coffee. It's just a more natural way to feed your body with just the good stuff. We are, and it's late at night, obviously, we're extremely busy. Again, I want to push you to hsn.com if you can place your order there. Just in closing, Andrew, just so everyone knows, this monthly special pricing is very compelling. It's a very low price.
Well, this monthly special pricing is the closest pricing we have to the Today Special that we do in October.
Right.
So October has been the Today Special for CoQ10 for probably about 25 years.
Right.
So usually 6 months away from that, roughly, we do a monthly special. So this is the lowest pricing of this year other than, or any year other than the October Today Special. So great savings.
So we're going to round out our night in a very big way. It's one that I love talking about. Andrew